I have one PDF file. I will share with you. I will show you that. So this is the drawing given for fuselage. Okay. One more sketch is there. I will share with you that later. So this is the first part of the fuselage. This is the fuselage casing. This is what we need to create first. Then this is the whole fuselage with windows. So these are the windows. Okay. And final assembly will look like this. Fine. And this is the lower flooring, and this is the center flooring of your fuselage, and this is fuselage rib sketch. So these small circle like squares are there. No, it will give you the ribs for fuselage. Now we'll start one by one slowly. Let me save this file. It's done. So now what you can do is go to mechanical design, part design, part 1. So what is the part 1? Part 1 is fuselage casing, right? You can give the naming as fuselage casing. So this is most important. From now onwards, everyone should concentrate, okay, and learn it. This will carry 40 marks. One assembly will carry 40 marks. You can see here the name has come as fuselage. So now what I will do, I will hide these planes because it will create little confusion with you guys. So hide this and go to insert new axis system. You can see here new axis system. Okay, give OK. So I have got 3 axes, XY, XZ and YZ or ZY. So now in order to create this, I will take the help of the axis, that is ZY. Click on ZY axis, go to sketch, see the circles. So these 2 circles are there with the dimension of 5972 and 5971, and the difference between those circles are 1 mm. So the same thing I will draw. Go to circle, right? So what is the dimension? 5972, correct? So go to constraint. Already you know this. Create, give the dimension 5972. Okay, fit this, and again create one more circle from the same center point. Give the dimension 5971 because the difference is 1 mm, right? 5971. 1 mm is there. You can see this. I'll show you the difference. You can see the small difference is there. Okay. Fit this. Now exit from the workbench. Give pad option. So how much the length? The padding is 7657. You can see this length. That length is nothing but this length. This whole length. Okay. So that is 7657. So I will give the dimension 7657. I want in reverse direction. Just click here. This arrow mark, you can click this. It will change the direction. Then preview. Give OK. So now the fuselage casing is ready. Okay, the casing is ready. So create now the window cutout in this casing. That means I want to create these windows. How many windows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 windows are there. So these windows I want to create. Okay. So for that, what I will do? Now I want to create windows here and this side. So for that, you can select the axis, that is XZ axis, this axis. So initially we have selected this ZY or YZ. Now we'll create XZ axis. Select this XZ axis, go to sketch, a fuselage will look like this. So now you create small window here, initially small rough sketch. Now you see the dimension. What is the dimension of this one small window? It is having the dimension of 520 into 270. The length is 520 and 270 is width. And each window is having the dimension or distance of 380 mm. Okay, 380 mm distance it is having. That means each window is located at 380 mm from each other. So 520 into 270 that will create now. So this will be 520 520 and this will be how much? 270. 270. Okay. So now we have created this window, and now this is located at a distance of 1200 mm from the central axis and 443.5 mm from this top end. So that I will do now. Go to here, and distance between this and this axis is 1200, and also it is located at a distance from this end to the top end. How much? 443.5. Right? 443.5. Yes. Okay. So now we have created. So now one window only we have created. Similarly, we need to create the rest of the windows, another 10 more windows. For that, what you can do, select this line, sorry, this rectangle, go to instances, or sorry, translate, select, make it as 10 more. Okay, from this point, you just try to give here 380 mm. I think the distance between each window is how much? 380. I think whether it will come or not, I don't know, but still 380. You okay? No, it's not coming. That's better. You just will go to translate, 10 more this thing. Simply what I will do, zoom it. From here I will take this point, exact point. Simply I will place here somewhere. Okay. So now I will give dimensions manually. Okay. I think it is just a second, it got hanged up. Come on here. Okay. So now the distance between each window is 380 mm. Okay. Select this line, and this line should be 380. 380. Okay. Similarly, you are supposed to give for all the windows. 380. Okay. 380. 380. Right. Similarly for this as well. 380. 380. Similarly, do it for all the windows. There are 11 windows are there. At the end, you will get the same value, that is 443.5 at this bottom end also. So again, go to constraint, this. 380. You can check this distance from this end, that is 443.5. Correct. So here also 443.5, this also 443.5. If it is coming like this, your windows are perfectly done. Now you can exit from Workbench. Okay, exit from Workbench. What you can do, you can just go for pocket option, give mirror extent. Okay, give mirror extent. Just go to preview. It's done. Give OK. So now the windows are ready. So the cutout for your windows is done. Okay, so this is done. So next part is we need to create these ribs. Okay, we need to create these ribs. So how to create those ribs? Again, same thing. Select this XZ axis. Okay, go to sketch part. Fix this. What is the dimension? So 150 mm into 100 mm, right? And it is located at a distance of 853.5 from the top end, and each rib is having the distance of 550 mm in between each other. So now 150 into 100. So select a rectangle, create. Okay, just go to constraint. So this is 150 and this will be 100. Okay, and now this is we have created and it's located at a distance of 853.5. Correct? From its top end, it is located at a distance of 853.5 mm. Okay, 853.5 mm, and it's located exactly coinciding with this edge. Okay, so for that I'll give you one small trick here how to do that. What you can do is you can come here project 3D element is there, one option. Project 3D element is there, just click on that and click this edge, because here we cannot get those points, right? So there is a reason you click here and click there, you will get this yellow color line, and then from here this point you can drag one small line like this, okay, which is exactly at this curve. So now what you can do, go to constraint, select this and this, make it as coincidence. Done. Select that as coincidence. Now what you can do, you can delete this and you can delete this. Okay, so now one rib we have created. So similarly, how many ribs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are there. That means 9 more ribs we are supposed to create. So for that, again, save, select this, go to translate, it is to 9. Okay, and now just zoom it. Just leave, zoom it and leave. So what is the distance between each rib? That is 550 mm, right? So give 550 mm dimension. So between this and this must be 550. I'm coming from bottom, okay? 550 mm. Just what I'll do, just a second. So this is located at 853.5 mm, right? So similarly, this side also it will be 853.5 mm from this end to this end. So 853.5. Okay. So now it is easy now. We can give dimension between this and this as 550 again. And the dimension between this and this, that is 550. That you will see somewhere something has gone wrong. What is that? Here is this dimension. I can come here. Just between these two, you see that later. 550. What happened? Good. So similar manner, we will fix the distance between each and every ribs as 550. So select this. $550. So same way, this and this. If you translate with particular number, it should take, but I don't know why it's not taking. So that is the reason I'm giving it manually. You can try that by giving direct dimensions. You will get it. So now we have created 10 ribs, right? So now what you can do, you can exit from the workbench. And now in order to create ribs, here we have one option that's called as shaft. Okay, shaft. Click on shaft. It will ask, right? It will ask, and it will ask the axis, which axis you want to rotate it and how many angles. So I'll give 360-degree angle. The selection is the sketch 3, whatever we have done. The axis is this axis. Okay. Then after that, yes, you can give OK. So now you can see that the ribs are created. Okay. So the ribs are created. So now after these ribs are created, we need to do one more rib cutout. Okay, rib cutout. For that, I'll show you the sketch. So in those ribs, we are supposed to create these many slots. So these many slots, we need to create that. So that now we will create. So for that, what we can do. So now for that, what we can do is select this surface, zoom it, select this surface and go to sketch. Okay, go to sketch. So now for that, what is that? See, 100 mm into 105 mm. So this many squares are there. We are supposed to create that. How many squares are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 squares are there. They have located at a distance of 30 degree to each other. Okay, and each is having the dimension of 100 mm into 105 mm. So this 100 mm is this side as well as this side, top. You can see this. So this length is 100 mm as well as this length is 100 mm. Okay. So this we will create now. So for that, go here, fix this. If you want, you can zoom it. So simply create one rectangle first and also one axis line. Simple one axis line. So now give dimensions for this. So this is 100 mm. So okay, before that, make it symmetry. Select this line and this line. Right button, allow symmetry line to this. Now you give the dimensions. So this is 100. Okay. And this will be 105. This will be 105. 105. Now we have created this. So now what we can do, as I said, project 3D elements. Click this line. You will get one yellow line like this. From here, what you can do, first you delete this extra line which has come out. From here you can create one more line of 100 mm like this. From this, create one line, give dimension as 100 mm. Okay, so now go to constraint, select this tip of the line and this rectangle side, right button, coincidence. You can see here it is done. So now what we can do, select this line, delete it, select this line, delete that. So we have created the one square. Okay, if you want, you can check this. This will be your 100 mm. It is there already. You can see this. So now remove this as well. Select everything. Okay, select everything. Then what you can do is come here. Here one rotate option is there. You can see this rotate option. Okay, click on rotate. Click on rotate. So there are 12 are there, right? One is already existing. So one more, 11 instances. Where? Across around this center point, right? So what is the degree? You can see here 30 degree. You okay? So now you can see this. We have created 12 cutting slots. Okay. So now exit workbench. Pocket option. Go to pocket option. Right? Pocket option. So now what you can do is preview. Okay. Right? So now we have created this slot inside. You can see this slots have been created, right? So now that's fine. And one more is there. These two for lower floor, you can see this the rib cutout. Some two squares are there, this side and this side. So two rectangles are there. This also we need to create and do it pocket option using the pocket option. So now, what is the dimension of these squares? So 318.0 for one side and another length is 156.76. So same way, what you can do is you select this option, this one, this surface, you select this surface, go to sketch, fix it, create a box, correct? And also give the dimensions for that. Dimension is how much? This dimension is 318.04 and this dimension is 156.76. Okay, so 318.04, I'll give the dimension 318.04. Okay. And then this side dimension is 156.76. This is 156.76. So this is done. Somewhere here it is there. Okay, so let it be, no problem. So now what you can do, you take one small line like this, vertical line, which will represent the axis, okay, which will be used for our dimension purpose. So now the distance between these two rectangle is how much? 2384.68. Correct? So that means half of the from here to here 2384.68 is there. That means here half distance, and from this axis here one more half distance is there. So for that, what we can do, go to constraint, select this and this, the distance is 2871 is there, remove this, so the dimension is almost 2384.68. so 2384.68 divided by 2. Correct? So now it is located at 1192.34 mm distance. And now you can see that from here, the bottom portion, it is located at a distance of 452.76 mm. So for that, what you can do, as I said, 3D element, click here, you'll get one point here. Okay, so now go to dimension, this, and this is how much? That is 452.76. This one, 452.76. So 452.76. Okay, now we got it. So now what you can do, use mirror option, select this, go to mirror option and click this axis, you'll get one more slot here. Okay, after that you can delete this extra line. Now it's done. So now remove this as well. So now go to exit workbench and again fix it, give pocket option, give preview, and okay. So now you can see the cutout part also is done here. You can see this is done. So now one part of your assembly is done. So that is fuselage casing is done. So remaining portions are there. Okay, so these two things we need to generate and go for assembly. Okay, so for that we'll what you say, like I will show you now how to do it. First we'll save this, go to file, save. Okay, go to file and save. Somewhere in your computer or laptop, somewhere you can save it. So what I will do is I will just save it on desktop only. Fuselage casing, I'll save as the name as fuselage casing only. Save this. Okay, now that is saved. Now again go to start, mechanical design, part design. So what is the part 2 name? Part 2 name is center flooring. So I will give name as center flooring. Okay, give OK. So center flooring is done. Same way, hide this 3 axis and insert new axis system. Again you select ZY plane only, go to sketch. So now center flooring, the dimension is how much? 100 mm thickness is there. The length is 7657 and width is 5860. 58. Okay, so 5868. So you can see this. This is 7657, right? So just I'll create one rectangle. Okay. So what I can do is I'll give the dimensions. So what is the thickness first? Thickness is 100 mm. Constraint. So this is 90 is there. I'll give it as 100. And before that, what I will do, I will make it as symmetry between this and this. Symmetry is there. And just I will coincide with this central axis. So now 100 mm is given. And how about this dimension? So this dimension is 5868. So 5868, give OK. So it's given. Just a second. So now you can exit Workbench. And what is the dimension? 7657, the length. So give pad option. In reverse direction, I want this 7657. Give OK. So this is done. So again, go to 7657. Okay. Go to File, save this. Center flooring is there. I will save it on desktop only. Save this. So next, start mechanical design, part design, part 3. What is that part 3? Lower flooring. In same manner, we will create lower flooring as well. So lower flooring. Okay, give OK. Same way, hide this, this and this, and insert new axis system. Give OK, and select this plane and go to sketch part. So now, same manner you create one more rectangle. Okay, one more rectangle will create like this. First, we'll make it as symmetry between these two lines are symmetric to each other, and we'll coincide with this, right? So now the thickness is how much? 115. So the thickness is 115. 115. And this thickness is, so this length is 3020. So 3020. Done. And exit from Workbench. Pad it in the reverse direction. The same dimension 7657, 7657. So I'll give the dimension 7657. Okay. So same way, come here, save file as lower flooring, desktop. I'm saving this. So this is done. So we have created all these 3 parts. Now our aim is to assemble them. Okay. So now you please concentrate here. Give your all concentration towards here. Go to start, mechanical design. You can see here, second option, assembly design is there. Okay. Click on assembly design. So it will open in a new window. I think it's taking a little time, so let it take. So new window is opening here. So this is the assembly like a window. You can see here it will show as product. it will show as product. Here so many options are there. First we need to import all those parts which we have created. Okay, so for that what we can do, here you can see one more one option is here, one command is there, or one icon is there. So using this command or tool, existing component, click on existing component, click on existing component. One small window will open where you can import all the parts which we have created till now. Okay. I think it is opening. Let it open. Why I think it's taking little time. Let it take. Wait, once again I will open this assembly design, existing component. A window should open. Okay. I'll close this. Once again I will open new CATIA only because it's not taking. It's me refresh CATIA. So till part design you can do it, but now onwards you are supposed to learn how to assemble them. Okay, that you need to learn it properly. I will show you how to do that. So just wait, it is just opening. Sometimes by working long hours, it will take time to open and all. Okay, now it is open. The already the product is there. Okay, what we can do, go to existing component, click on that. The window will open like this. Okay, and go to location where you have saved the files. Okay, where you have saved the files. So I have saved them on desktop. So let me choose that where it is. Center flooring is there. Select it. Hold control button. And see where are other parts. Fuselage casing is there. Select that as well. And then center flooring and fuselage is selected. And one more was lower flooring. Search that. If it is there in one place, in one window or one folder, that will be nice. But here so many are there. Okay, fine, no problem. 2 we have selected. We need to search for lower flooring now. Lower flooring is saved or not? It is saved. So I have selected all these 3 parts holding the control button. Then click on OK. As open, click on open. Now everything will come here in what you say, like this product window or assembly window, we can say. Are you following it or not, guys? Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, I will share these videos. You try to follow the same steps and practice at least. Any attendance will be given. They will take some action. That's the different case. But here, At least you are supposed to practice who are there. So now you can see that all these three parts have come here. This is lower flooring, center flooring, and fuselage casing. So now we need to remove them because it is already jumbled. Okay, we don't know, it's merged with one another. Okay, it's merged with one inside the other. So for that, what we can do here, one option is there that's called explode. When everything is imported, all the icons will be activated. So you can see here, explode option is there. Explode, you can see, click that, just apply, give OK. You want to modify products positions, are you sure? Give yes. So now you can see all three are came in different positions. So now what is this? Is fuselage casing, this is central flooring, and this is lower flooring. So now first we will fix central flooring. First we will go for lower flooring. We'll fix this. We will assemble. Then we will come for central flooring. So now what I will do, I will try to move this down. Like I want to bring this little down. So for that, some option is there. I will show you which option that is. So now here you can see this manipulation, one option is there, or we can say snap, one option is there. Okay, smart move option is there. You can see, click this smart move and try and bring it down. You can see that you can bring it little bit. Okay, you can use that smart move option and you can place wherever you want. So now I want to place this where I have created the two big rectangular slots here. Okay, and this side. So for that, what I will do, first you select the surface. Okay, and come here, one option is there, that is this one, coincident constraint, or we can say one more option, that is offset constraint is there. Okay, and one more is there, contact constraint is there. So we click on contact constraint and we'll try first. The function works with active component. Okay, if the position child or component is relatively to the other child components, that's fine. So select the surface. Okay, then rotate this and select this surface. Okay, now you can see that both are joined. Okay, then you can give update. So here one option is there, like a round option, which is having some lollipop kind of structure. So update. So it's updated. So now we need to coincide them, correct? So now what they have done is they have constrained to their positions. That is, contact is done. We need to coincide them. So for that, what we can do again, tilt here, select this option, go to this coincidence constraint, click this, let it be, and select this surface which you want to coincide. Is already done. Okay, right? So where is update is not activated. So what we'll do directly, Control Z. First we'll remove this. Directly we go with coincidence only. Select this. Select this. Go to coincidence constraint. Then rotate. Select this surface. Update. Okay. So this is done. So similarly now select this one, this portion, coincide this surface with this surface. You okay, and update. So this is done. So now what you can do is, again, always remember, whenever you are going to assemble that, you are supposed to coincide both side and bottom. Okay, side and bottom surfaces both. You can see here. Side we have considered, so this O mark is coming. This side we have considered that O will be there. So now I want to keep this on this surface. Click this, select the coincidence constraint, come here, and this portion I want to place it over there. Okay. So now you can see this. So lower flooring, we have fixed it. You can see this. Lower flooring, we have fixed it. Okay. So now, actually, I want this to coincide with the outside 1 mm thickness what was there, but unfortunately it went there. What I will do, I will remove this. So now, come here. First, this. Come here and go to front view. Zoom it. Zoom it. Still zoom. Still zoom. Still zoom. Zoom in. So you can see here one thickness, 1 mm thickness. This thing is there, right? So select this surface. Go to this coincidence constraint. Zoom out. Then select this surface. You okay? Then update. So now it is done. So now you can see this. Go to isometric view. Exactly, it is fitting. See. Can you see this? Right? See this. Exactly, it is there inside. So similarly, we can fix the another this also. So for that central one, we need to select the central flooring. So this slot we are supposed to fix. Which slot? This slot. So now, so for that, what we can do? Use your smart move option. Bring this, hold this, and bring it somewhere. So easy to locate now. So for that, what I can do is turn this. So select this coincidence constraint, rotate this side, select this option, give OK, done. So now select this bottom portion, coincidence constraint, so select this surface, give OK, update. So now it is sitting. Okay, what is coming out, we need to fix it as like before. Go to front view, right? Zoom it, again, zoom, zoom, zoom. You can see this. The surface you select, coincidence constraint, zoom out, select this surface, give OK, update. It is done. Go to now isometric view, fix this. See, you will get this. Okay, you will get this as a assembly. So now you can see this central flooring and lower flooring is done. So this is very simple assembly. Okay, very simple assembly is there. So you can try this at your home. Okay, try this at your home, or if you have any doubts later, you can ask me. Okay, you can ask. Any doubts are here in assembly? Yes?
No, sir.
Okay, fine then. In that case, I will end today's session here and I will meet you in next lab. Okay, next class, what we will do, we will try to take one more example of square nut and bolt. Along with that, wing assembly, I will teach you how to do the wing assembly. Okay. So after doing this, you're supposed to save this as well. Go to save option. Go to save option and you can save it. Okay. So wherever you want, you can just give the name and save. That's fine. And I will share this video later with you.